Everybody has a podcast.
Hello. What up? Hope everybody had a good weekend and week that you had this past week. And what? It's 9:33, and the place to be Monday night, 2/24/25. 2/24/25. Getting back into the swing of things. New week, new weather out here. Not so cold. Um, Glad to be with you guys.
Jay Wiggy, take out the trash.
Hello, Grant Mills. Glad to be with you and all of you out there in podcast land. Happy Monday. Hope we can help you start your week. I guess it's already started since it's Monday night. If you had a case of the Mondays, I feel ya. Sometimes I have those, sometimes I do not. Little tip of the hat to Office Space. Man, that was a good movie. You remember that movie, Office Space?
Oh yeah, man, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't either. We had a Teams chat today at the workplace, and obviously, work at home, but the system was acting a little funky. And somebody said that it acts like the system's having a case of the Mondays. And you know what? It wasn't funny, but it took me back to Office Space when they said shit like that. So it was kind of funny then. Well, did you have a case of the Mondays, Grant Mills, and how was your weekend?
Well, that's all right. Pretty low key. Not too much did. I was gonna get out and call you on Saturday, but it was a little bit too cold for my liking. So
Yeah, I saw your message. I was kind of the same. It was creeping, but it was yeah, it wasn't quite there. It's getting there though, man.
you got the kiddos and shit this weekend. This coming up weekend.
Yeah, this weekend I do. I know next weekend. Well, I was going to put that on the plate anyways for next weekend, the 8th. That Sunday we get a jump ahead in time. The time change happens. But that Saturday, we had talked about grabbing something to eat. I think LD may be actually going out of town, but I'm still down for trying to get a few of the guys up, trying to get something to eat, man. I've been in a hungry boy mood.
Hungry boy mode, huh?
Yeah. Man, I'm thinking what I don't know. I haven't been out like to try to get some food, some meats in a while. I was looking. Have you been to that Texas Day Brazil downtown?
No,
No. Okay.
I heard it was good though, but I have not been.
Yeah, I've been a long time ago when they first came out. It must probably. God, it seems like it's. I don't know how long that place has been there, man. It seems like it's opened up like 3 years ago, and it's probably been like 12. Like all
It's
the
been
places
there.
down.
Been there a while.
Yeah, man, my time, my understanding of time is absolutely atrocious, but it's good. I've been there. You know what? I take that back. I've been there twice actually. Both times it was good. They bring around the meat parade. I don't know if it sounds terrible. They keep coming over with different meats and things like that. So we should get Big Moose Star to come with us and tell him that we got the we got a pork plate for him.
A good old pork plate, man. I had one of those from Full Moon the other day. Actually, it was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Plain fries and what I get, baked beans. Yeah, because I don't like getting green beans. I like green beans, but they got the juice there, man. Sometimes the juice
Yeah.
fucking seeps into my like fries or like barbecue. That's just fucking gross. I ain't doing that shit. I gotta put all the juice in my shit.
That's nasty. That reminds me of that that pepper juice shit. You know what I'm talking about? They'll have it.
Oh yeah. Always in them old school restaurants, man. Dad would always use that shit like it was good. It's just nasty as fuck.
Man, I saw my dad Jughead doing that shit, man. I was more confused than anything. I saw one online. It was like a YouTube video, and they had one, or maybe it was a Facebook post, a meme or something, where like the grandma just kept like she had used it, and I guess you keep putting vinegar in there or something.
Ew.
It was like the same peppers or whatever the hell's in there for like 60 years, and she just kept topping it off with more vinegar, but left the same thing in there.
Yowzer.
I mean, at that point, are you not just, it's dried out enough? There's no flavor in it. You're just pouring vinegar on your shit. Is that what it is?
I think so. I don't know.
I need to find that.
I have no idea.
I have no idea how to search that either. Condiment on table, pepper, glass jar, vinegar. Is that what the fuck it is? I don't know. Yeah, we need to get out. The weather was, man, it was great today. Too bad I had to work. Did you get out today?
You had to go to fucking Tallahassee, Alabama.
Where is that? Is that South Alabama?
Yeah.
That's like way south, right?
It's down there by Montgomery.
Okay. Pretty shitty
It's
place.
like you gotta. I mean, it's all right. That it's just small, and I had to go to Brent, Tuscaloosa, driving all damn day.
On the road again, Willie Nelson over here.
On the road again, on the road again.
That's not bad though, man. It's it's a Monday, and but we're getting into spring. This time next week we'll be into March, and then this time in 2 weeks we will be back on standard time. Right? Always get the daylight saving and the standard confused, but whatever. We'll have more sunlight. We'll be around the corner from some stormy weather probably, but we will have. Man, we're actually getting into the part of the year where we actually do stuff on the weekends again. I'm with you, man. I don't like too cold. I can deal with the heat a little better than I can the cold. What about you?
True that, my friend. Until it gets summertime, and I'm like, oh God. Oh,
I know we'll be saying the same shit.
uh,
I don't want to get out this weekend. It looked too damn hot.
Speaking of kids, do you remember that movie, Kids?
I do remember that movie. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Fucked up ass movie that is.
Yeah, that was odd.
There's a couple of guys that actually started that as dead. Like the one main guy was dead. He's dead. Then the black guy, skater, he's dead. I can't think of who else. I know those two are dead, but the white guy was in Next Friday as well.
Yeah, man.
I think he hung himself or something. Man, crazy.
It's one of those things. I've seen that movie, and it feels like, oh, I saw it 10 years ago, but it was probably like 20 or whenever. How old was that movie? Was it late 80s?
That's early 90s, I think.
Early 90s. Okay, I thought so.
It's a Harmony Korine movie. Harmony Korine is a weird dude, and I saw his Epically Latered, and he's odd, but kind of cool. It's always fuckers like that can make some cool movies, though, man. Just fucking, you know what I mean? Erratic, loose, transgressive.
1995. Yeah, you have to. You kind of have to be a pretty unique character, I think, to make movies. You gotta have some weird vision.
Man, I think did he hang out with skaters and shit? I don't think he was in the skating crowd, because that was a bunch of skaters in that movie. And his Epically Latered is always dealing with skaters, so Epically Latered's cool. It's got a bunch of cool. I've watched a bunch of those that were good. The Bam Margera one was pretty good. And I'm trying to think if they have any new ones out. I need to check Vice again and see about that.
Let's see, what other credits did Harmony Korine have? I remember the movie Gummo. That was 1997. People said it was really, really bizarre. Spring Breakers, that was 2012. A little behind my spring break years.
I think Gucci Mane was in a Gucci.
In Spring Breakers?
I think he was.
The comment, the duck, what they're talking about.
Yeah. Hold on, who's on the line?
Real trap shit.
Yeah.
What's up, Wiz?
What up, Wiz? It's Wiz. I thought it was Gucci Mane.
Sorry, I'm late, yeah. I'm the white Gucci man, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I thought that was Riff Raff.
What's a riff-raff, yeah? I don't know, motherfucker.
How was your weekend? Was it good?
It was all right. I mean, just being a player, I had to work this weekend, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Well, I mean, sometimes you just gotta pull an extra shift. You got stuff to do, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Cool, man. Cool. Well, you know what I did this weekend? I actually had sex with a girl this weekend.
Oh, all right. Did it? Did you take her on spring break? No, I had nothing. How did that go? You had sex this weekend.
She was so hairy. After I slept with her, I woke up. I woke up with fleas.
Oh, I
Oh man, that was better than any setup I could have even came up with. Didn't know that was coming.
Oh, it's rough out there, folks.
Oh man.
You
You know what though? We did see a movie this weekend. Me and my better half went on a date. We saw the movie Hard Eyes.
What? Who's in that?
Nobody that's famous. It's a movie that came out for like Valentine's Day, cheesy horror, kind of comedy horror movie. Yeah, it wasn't that good. I give it like a 4 out of 10.
What's the name of it?
Hard Eyes.
Hard Eyes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw it. I went and saw that movie Nosferatu. Robert Eggers, who I really like, that movie was fantastic. Saw that about a month ago, and I saw the preview for Hard Eyes. So it came around Valentine's Day, and you know what? It was a little Valentine's belated date, and it's a little scary movie. So combining a couple of our interests, particularly I like the scary movies. So I was like, why not? Let's check it out. Yeah, it wasn't that. It was fun. It was fun to go see. Wasn't terrible enough to walk out of, but definitely decent to see. I'll tell you one thing though, man. most theaters now have the actual nice recliner seats and the cup holders, and you can extend your legs out. Have you been to a movie in a while?
I think the last one I went to was
Kids?
fuck, what was the name of that dude in with the Santa Claus Silent Night, some shit dude from Stranger Things,
Oh,
new Hellboy.
Ron Perlman?
No, that's the first Hellboy.
Oh, that's right. New Hellboy.
Um,
What the hell's his name? The big dude from Stranger Things, the sheriff in Stranger Things?
David something.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
It wasn't good, man, but my date had big ass titties though. Yo,
Okay, did you see him?
later on that night.
Excellent. All right, well, fair enough.
Oh,
Like when the movie's overshadowed by other things. So yeah, nothing really great has been is out there right now. None of the actors of our generation are really making a lot of movies. So when I go and see a flick, and it's been pretty rare, I think probably have only seen about 3 movies in the past probably 4 or 5 years. Honestly, it hasn't been a lot. I recognize very few people. I don't recognize hardly anybody.
yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's probably just a getting old thing.
Oh, you know what? I take that back. The last movie I went to see was that movie about the wrestlers. That one with Zac Efron.
About the Von Erichs, right?
Von Erichs, that's right.
Yeah, the Von Erichs. What the hell is that movie called again?
I don't know. Should have been called "Don't Go See This Shit." You already know.
Yeah, I think they have a good story, man. The Von Erichs,
Iron Claw, yeah.
Iron Claw. That's right. I think the Von Erichs have a cool story. I think the a Vice documentary when they did the Dark Side of the Ring was good. I just don't see how you make that into a movie. None of them were really interesting enough to be. I don't know. I think that's a lot of things too. I saw a list today, and people bullshit their list online just for content and feedback and to rile people up so they comment and like. They did the 10 biggest superstars of the WWE, and they had the list. I think on top of the list was Bret Hart. You can't put Bret Hart in front of Stone Cold or Hulk Hogan. I'm sorry, just bad. And Hulk Hogan was like 8th.
What?
Yeah, I'm sure that was just to rile people up and shit. I wouldn't. I think Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan are interchangeable. Believe what you want about Hogan. He could, a lot of people say he's a piece of shit nowadays or whatever the hell he is. Man, regardless, dude, everybody knew who the hell that dude was in the 80s.
That's true.
So, and he was pretty influential in getting wrestling international and being probably the first international wrestling superstar. I would say so, besides maybe Andre the Giant. But yeah, I'd say Hogan and Stone Cold for sure. But I digress. That was the last movie you saw. The Iron Claw came out in 2023 with Zac Efron. Didn't he take human growth hormone?
I know his jaw's all fucking weird. He said he hit his head or something, or hit his fucking.
I don't believe that.
On the fucking corner of a something, and woke up and he was all fucked up, and they had to reconstruct it or something.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, but I saw.
It looks weird, man.
Saw Joe Rogan talking about that, and that he doesn't look like. I don't think that, man. I think that's HGH. Probably did it for that movie, The Iron Claw.
The Iron Claw. Looking at this, it looks like somebody, some unidentified NFL team wants to ban the tush push.
Who do you think the team is?
Cowboys.
Probably.
The tush push quarterback sneak. What is that different from the quarterback sneak, or am I missing something? I thought that was a quarterback sneak. What's different about it?
It's a quarterback sneak, but you have your backs pushing you.
Oh, because normally they don't do that, I guess. Is that right?
So my understanding years ago was a back or a lineman was not allowed to do that. They could push like
Ooh.
a pile. Maybe it was like billiards or something where say you and I were playing on an opposite team and Whis was on my team. If I'm carrying the ball and you're tackling me, Whis could push you while you're tackling me where I'm going forward, but he couldn't come over and push me forward. I could be wrong about that because I guess it would be viewed as a block if he's doing it, but I don't know. I think that's a but the tush push, yeah, I don't know, man. It's that's not a very cool name.
Yeah, it's hella sus.
Yeah, it's weird. I wonder who that. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. There's too many rules. Too many rules they take away. They've adjusted football more than ever, more than they have in the history of football in the past decade than ever. So I can't keep up with all this shit.
I can't either, man. I'm just trying to live it one day at a time, man. One day at a time.
One day, my brain, one day.
You been playing any video games lately?
Just
You've been
Fortnite.
getting Fortnite. You said there was an update. What's that?
There was an
What's that
update on
about?
Fortnite. You know what? It was, I don't know what they call the update. It's a new chapter. It's the same map as they previously had. But now they have this werewolf theme involved. So there's a couple of new destinations on the map, but it's a couple of new houses, couple of new destinations, couple of new characters. I never really followed the stories of Fortnite. I guess there's stories built within the game. I never pay attention to all that shit. I just go on there and play Battle Royale. So, have you gotten down on some Fortnite?
Fuck no, dude. I just can't get into it. I don't know what my problem is.
There's no problem with that, man. I'm the same way sometimes. Sometimes I want to play it. I usually get into it, but I think it's a pretty cool game. Pretty fun.
Fortnite in the house, a show. A show. Yeehaw. Meow. I saw LeVar, what's his name, got his foot amputated. Man.
LeVar, Reading Rainbow?
I about said it. I always want to say LeVar Burton. No, LeVar Ball.
Oh.
Ball. Got his foot amputated for that. I don't know, some kind of health issue or something.
Oh, man.
But
Diabetes?
probably. That's usually what it is. But I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
That's a rough deal. But hey, man, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
man, that
All
stinks. I hate to hear that. I kind of like him. I kind of respect LeVar Ball.
I like LeVar Ball. He's funny as hell.
Yeah, he got some baller kids, man. That's for sure.
Yep. He done good. He done good. Whoa, baby.
What do you do after your foot's amputated? Like, do you keep the foot somewhere?
I don't know, man.
Probably.
Maybe
keep
they
it.
put it in one of those jars and store it in somewhere.
That's what I was thinking. I'd probably just freak people out with it, or like a big block of resin and just shine lights on it, look at it from all angles, and freak people out. Oh God, you're gross.
Yowzer.
Well, I can understand an organ once they take that out of you, and you can possibly transplant it. With a foot, though, they just throw it in the medical waste.
I don't know. I wonder if you can extract any cells or anything from it.
Yeah, maybe something kind of cool. I mean, I guess if it's not benefiting him because he's still alive, it's not like you can transplant it to another footless person.
Whoa, that'd be weird.
It'd be funny if they transplant it to like a really small person and he has a huge ass foot. It's like it's the only one we had, sir.
Man, what about those face transplants? That shit look weird.
Oh man, that's yeah, that lady that got eaten by the chimp. Did you remember seeing her face?
I remember hearing about that story, but
God, man, that's a really, really terrible, painful story, man. I don't trust any animals that are going to be stronger than me. I mean, maybe like a horse or something, but I'm not around horses all the time. But a chimp, man, unpredictable. Any animal with a thumb, yeah. Not
Yeah,
gonna
those
happen.
fuckers are crazy.
And strong, man. I mean, I think they said, I can't remember what I saw, but there were strength standards that were estimating if a chimp or a gorilla could bench press and things like that. I mean, it was ridiculous numbers. I mean, more than like an untrained chimp could probably go in if it actually knew how to do it and bench press more than champion power lifters, shit like that.
Yowzer.
Yeah. I gotta find that out. That's pretty interesting to know. But yeah, the face transplant, that looks weird.
This is better than not having a face, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. That would definitely be that would definitely suck. But hey, beggars can be choosers, man. Like this face, I'm ugly.
I
Hey
don't
man,
know.
where the fuck else are you gonna get a fucking face from? You gotta wait until something fucked up happens, I guess. Or an organ donor. Would an organ donor, can they donate their face? I guess.
Yeah,
Guess they
man.
could.
I guess you gotta wait till what comes in because a face, it's not like they have them just sitting on ice somewhere
Ooh.
waiting. You have to have alive cells and things like that. Chimps Strength Secrets Explained by Paul Rincon. This is back from June 2017. He says, oh man, he actually wrote a legit article. I thought this was going to be a little more here's a graph and this is how strong a chip is. They say 4 to 8 times as strong as a human though. So pretty damn strong.
That's pretty buff. Pretty getting it.
Well, I'll put it this way. If you have the strength, even if it's just in your jaws, your hands, whatever it is, to rip a woman's face off and tear her eyes out, I mean, that's pretty terrifyingly strong and outrageous strength. I mean, I think if, God forbid I had to tear a face off, you know what? I'm not going to put me in that scenario because I don't want to be thinking about me ripping a face off. Even like people fighting, like a prison fight. Dude, I don't think somebody can like truly rip a face off, can you? I mean, chimps are weird, man. I don't trust any of the creatures from the continent of Africa or Australia.
Yeah, definitely dangerous.
Mm.
Down, man.
Mm.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna start singing "I'm the Dangerous." Can't nobody compare.
Ain't you notorious?
Come on, have y'all ever done this before, motherfuckers?
I think I did one time, but by mistake. I don't know what that was. It was not cool.
I mean, I came out of my body one time and saw myself rolling around on the ground, yeah.
Damn, that's pretty crazy. You had an out of body experience?
Yeah, an out-of-body experience. That's what it was, yeah.
Oh, God, that's freaky.
It's pretty freaking. I thought I was gonna die, y'all.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I can apparently.
Yowzer.
Out of body experience. Have you had one of those, Grant Mills? Have you had those lucid dreaming where you know you're dreaming?
I think so.
Yeah.
But like I couldn't do anything about it.
What do you usually dream about these days? When you're older, or my dreams are still really just stupid.
Yeah, it'll be about something like for maybe it'll be like a girl or about a girl or something like back in the day, and I would like marry to or something. It'll be really real, but then I'd be like, wait a minute. When I wake up, like, whoa, it's weird. It'll be like nothing really too crazy. It'd just be about like a scenario that was different with like different people.
That's always funny when you like mix and match like the crews and stuff. Like, I don't know. I had one about 2 weeks ago where it was really a long storyline. It wasn't just a weird dream. It was like a long dream. And I was back in high school, went to work out, and then I went to football practice. And I was talking to my friends, but it was friends that I know now and not people that I went to high school with. And then when I woke up, literally for like 10 seconds, I had to kind of think about like how old I am and stuff. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was so lost in the dream. I woke up and, man, I wish I woke up when I was 17. I woke up when I was 41. So it wasn't that cool, but I still have those sometimes. Like that brief 10, 15 seconds where I'm kind of catching my bearings. I'm like, where am I at? And and then I'll look around like, oh god.
Yeah, that sucks. That's like I had a dream. Like what it was like this girl that I'd known back in the day opened up a new barbecue joint or something. It's like,
What the
and
hell?
yeah, and they're having a grand opening, and I went and stuff, and I don't know, it was weird.
Yeah, dreams are strange, man. They are. I wonder if there's any stock in those dream people that like solve your dreams or whatever, or tell you what they mean. I had a book like that one time as a kid. It was like, if you dream about a butterfly, it means you're open to change.
That shit sounds like a bogus.
Yeah, that's like how psychics work, man. I'm like, yeah, I'm always open to changing shit, changing my diet up or something. Just saying vague shit to make it match.
I hate vagaries, yeah.
Yeah, fucking stupid, man. They try to like make money off that shit.
Must be psychics.
There you go. I'd be down 1-900 Grant Mills.
McLeo.
Remember that guy that was always slinging those 1-900 numbers like back in the day?
Yeah, didn't he go to prison for a while?
I think he got killed. It was like Dan Laforte or some shit. Lafartney.
Yeah, I remember that.
Lafartney or something. Yeah, he definitely got smoked, I think. Tragic ending. Scum fuck. Anyway, time for the news. Yo, man, what we got going on out there? Wish they fixed that, man. They got a low, mid, high fucking thing on here, and the low that turned it up too much or something. Stupid pod, fucking piece of shit ass fuckers. All right, man, you and baby ever go get fondue?
We did one time, then the place closed. It was on 280. Did you ever go over there?
No, but I'm trying to remember what was the name of that place.
God, I cannot remember for the life of me because the one time we go, it was actually pretty good. We enjoyed it, man. Pretty
Really?
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, wasn't bad. It was kind of a cool experience. And then we were gonna go back, and like a month later, and it was closed.
I've heard kind of mixed reviews on the whole fondue thing. I've never done it, but I heard it's just kind of like,
I think it's one of those things. It's the novelty of it, man. I mean, is it something that you're always going to do? Like, probably not. But is it something cool to try? Yeah, not bad.
We just dip a bunch of stuff in cheese, pretty much, or
yeah. There's other meals. You can still order like a normal meal that you don't have to dip in cheese and shit. But they'll bring other things, the bread and different like breads that you can do. I can't even remember. Maybe some like small meats and things that you can dunk in there as well. And they have the little fountain of cheese that keeps flowing.
Fountain of cheese. Reason I ask you is world's largest cheese fondue cooked up in France by Ben Hooper. This is a French cheese company set a world record and bested an unofficial record set by a Swiss rival by cooking up 4,800 pounds of cheese fondue. The Duraflor company took on a Guinness World Record for the largest cheese fondue at Fort de Roussel in the village of Le Roussel. Massive copper cauldron used for the attempt was filled with 40 wheels of Comté cheese. I never even heard of that. Variously matured for 9, 15, and 21 months.
Ooh.
The fondue chefs then added Chardonnay and Sauvignon white wines, 4.4 pounds of garlic, 3.3 pounds of white pepper, and 121 pounds of cornstarch. The company's chefs used a giant food processor to mix the ingredients. The finished fondue weighed in at 4,800 pounds, surpassing their goal of 4,495 pounds. A Guinness World Records adjudicator was on hand to certify it was a new world record for the largest cheese fondue. Duraflor also bested an unofficial record set by Switzerland's La Chaux de Fonds which cooked up 3,175 pounds of cheese fondue in 2009.
Let me get that down. Let me hit it. Let me hit it.
Oh, you would love that, Wiz.
I'll be in heaven. I'll be in hog heaven, motherfuckers.
I knew it. I could see you there.
I'm my fondue. Y'all know what's up.
Whisking down.
Oh, fondue. I don't guess there's any other fondue places around here anymore.
Not that I know of, man.
Bum, bum, bum.
Fondue.
You still have Game Pass?
I do not right now.
Okay.
You got it?
Well, a ton of new cool games just got announced for the Xbox Game Pass, man.
Ooh.
Ethan, Jack, Moonlighter 2, Descenders Next, and more are headed to Game Pass. It looks like a good harvest this year, especially because the backlog of Microsoft's first big party Xbox games like Doom, The Dark Ages, and Fable are coming in 2025. But tons of other cool stuff is headed to the subscription service. Headed to the subscription service as well, and a bunch of them were announced during the company's ID at Xbox Showcase on Monday. The event was an indie cornucopia of new game trailers, release dates, announcements, including a bunch of cool-looking stuff that will be included day and date in Game Pass Ultimate and PC in the weeks and months ahead. Here's everything new announced with a Netflix-like library of games today. 33 Immortals, March 18th. Descenders Next, April 9th. Blueprints, April 10th. Tempopo, April 17th. Revenge of the Savage Planet, May 8th. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, to be announced. Tanuki Pond Summer, to be announced 2025. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon, what the fuck?
What?
To be announced. Echo Weaver, to be announced. Well, new Game Pass additions weren't the only interesting news out of the event. Other noteworthy announcements, including 2024 hit poker roguelike Balaturo joining Game Pass today, as well as other top-rated multiplayer gambling horror games such as Buckshot Roulette joining the service when it gets ported to the Xbox in the near future. Hotel Barcelona, 2.5D action platform collaboration between legendary designers Suda51 and Swery got a release window of 2025. While Ratatan, the spiritual successor to Patapon, is coming this year too. In the near term, Tron Catalyst, the upcoming isometric action game from Bithell Games, has announced a release date of June 17th with Herding, the atmospheric puzzle game from the Far Lone Sales team following soon after.
Sounds like a decent lineup. Have you tried Game Pass before?
Nuh-uh.
It's pretty cool when I had it. I hate saying I don't have enough time to play. I mean, I have time to piddle around, man, but not get into a game or invest a ton of time to. I guess that's why Fortnite's pretty attractive to me because, I mean, you play 30 minutes usually tops for a battle royale. So pretty easy to hop on, quit. But a long-winded game is tough to get into, RPG or something.
Yeah. So we got new things. Man, I remember one time, this is out of nowhere. I don't know why I just thought of this. I was working in this warehouse. They did a lot of magazines and stuff. Man, I'm just chilling. This woman down from like the sales fucking advertising department or something comes down there and says, hey, there's a, they have these glue traps, right?
Right.
And then those mice will get stuck on one and shit. Well, this mouse got stuck on one and is trying to chew its legs off out of it. She was like, can you help this mouse? What can you do to this mouse for this mouse? I don't know what to do. She would like tell me about it and stuff. And then they brought it down there in a box or something. And I was like, okay, I'll handle it. I mean, I threw that shit in the fucking dumpster, dude. Like, what am I supposed to do with this thing? I'm a Dr. Quinn medicine fucking woman. I mean, what the fuck you expect me to do about this shit? Man, I chunked that shit. I felt bad, but I mean, like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Why'd they bring it to you if they noticed it?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I have no idea. She just came down there and was like, in distress, and Department of Health there says, I was like, well, that's fucking weird, and then brought it back down there in a box. Like, I guess thinking I was gonna do something for the fucking. I don't know what you want me to do with this, but what a weird fucking thing. That is kind of fucked up. The glue traps, man. Just get the fucking ones that fucking boom, like kill them, like right then. Like,
yeah, I've never liked the glue traps, man. I think those are cruel, man. And I'm not even a person that, I love animals, man. I'm not gonna, go out and be an activist, but also you don't need to be cruel to them.
yeah, they're pests. I'm not gonna cuddle a fucking rat, but at the same time, like, you definitely just get something a little bit more humane. I don't even know why they still have those.
Make it
fucking
quick, man. Yeah, the
glue traps.
And
Yeah.
dude, and it gets so much other shit too. That's the thing. Like I'll
Yeah,
go
bugs and shit.
Yeah, wherever I've worked in the past, we had them. I mean, the bugs, I can understand, but you'll see like lizards on them and shit. And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we had little snakes on them at the years ago when I worked kind of the property maintenance construction stuff. Yeah, man, that's sad. A bunch of other little things that have nothing to do with a rat get caught on it because they're trying to eat the bugs and they get stuck. And then all of a sudden it becomes ineffective anyways because it's filled with bugs and dirt, lizards, other bullshit. And then the mice, it's not even sticky anymore. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't love a rat like the next guy, but also if you're gonna eliminate one, it needs to be quick and humane.
Yeah, that's for sure. Sure.
That's a great story.
I know, right? Oh, man. What else is going on out there? Call of Duty.
Oh,
I don't know. I haven't played that. I bought it and didn't play it. I played it like fucking 2 times.
I was gonna ask. You had it, right? So.
Yeah, I need to get back on it, man. I'm kind of scared to go online, man, with these crazy ass kids, man. Is it gonna be worth it? It's fucking gonna be shooting me up. So, I mean, they got the fucking long play or the like whatever story mode too, but I don't know, man. Maybe I just need to like get into it or some shit, but just not. I don't know. Oh man, maybe I need to get one of those virtual reality fucking goggles or some shit.
That was the rage for a minute. What happened to that? Are people still buying those up?
Maybe. I haven't heard nothing.
Yeah, I had a couple of buddies that bought them. I need to ask them. I'm gonna follow up tomorrow and be like, "Hey, what the hell did y'all did y'all do anything with those?" Because they were excited as hell for like a week, and then I didn't hear anything else about it.
Yeah, kind of weird. Well, it looks like a new Tony Hawk might be coming out. Zag Swing. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Looks like a skateboarder recently claimed he will be included in a yet to be announced remaster of Tony Hawk. Oh, it's a remaster, not a new game. That's all right. Looks like skateboarder Tyshawn Jones talked about how he started skating and his career and mentioned the new Tony Hawk game. He said he's the new one that's going to be coming out. They got a new one they're remastering. 1 and 2. That was the last one. Tony Hawk's 1 and 2 was the last game released. This remake of the first 2 games in 2020. So I wonder which one they're redoing. I kind of wish they redo 2X. That'd be cool. That's the one I had for Xbox. Played the shit out of that.
God, was there a bad Tony Hawk game, man? Every one of them was amazing.
Yeah. I don't think so, man. That's the one I remember playing the hell out of, dude. It was fun. Fucking Tony Hawk.
I remember the first one came out. What did it drop for? PlayStation? The original PlayStation, right? And
I think so.
Yeah, and having it was really good. I think that was one of the first games I played on the demo CD. You remember if you bought a magazine, you'd get the demo CDs, and also if you subscribed to magazines, occasionally they would mail you one. It'd be like a CD with maybe 10 games coming out for the year. Dude, that was such a cool time, man. I mean, I remember me and my brother would try to go to the store. My mom would shop. We'd go over to the magazine department. We'd try to see if they had one. Then we'd try to open up the the sill on it, the little clear wrapper, and take the demo CD out. Which usually we did that.
Hell yeah! I
yeah.
remember PC Gamer had those.
Hell yeah, man! You had to jump on those motherfuckers, and because that issue would be like $10.99 or $12.99, which was a shitload of money back then. The normal issue was like $3.99. But man, if they had that demo CD in there, it was always sad too, because you would get that demo CD home, and you get like one level out of it. I remember Tomb Raider. I played that on the demo CD, and you got like the cave level, something like that. Man, you maybe had like 10 minutes of game time in there, and you could do kind of limited shit. I remember trying to like climb on rocks and do anything just to make it, force it to go to another level. I knew my mom wasn't gonna buy that shit for me, so I wanted more of it, man. I wanted more of that Lara Croft.
Oh hell yeah!
But Pro Skater was on there, and that's when I first introduced to it. And that was a game I ended up, I did get Tony Hawk's, and I remember it being on that demo, and I liked it so much, had to get it. So, oh, legendary, man.
Yeah, 2X had a cool soundtrack too.
They all had pretty good soundtrack in them, didn't they?
That's the only one I really played, to be honest with you. I don't know about the other ones. I would think so, though. Probably a bunch of punk stuff like that one had on it.
Yeah. The game was nominated, this is 2X, Best Sports Alternative Game Award at GameSpot's Best and Worst of 2001 Awards. God, man, everything, life changed after September 11th. It's not just the terrorist attacks that happened. It was also just the world was different, man. Information, technology, things just got so much faster. Yeah, before 9/11, dude, the world was a much better place.
Yeah, I think so. But actually, man, for me, it was probably 07, 08 when shit. It's kind of everybody started getting fucking smartphones and shit. That's really when how that kind of started changing.
Yeah, I think you're right, man. That was definitely I think that was definitely the dagger that killed everything. But I think after September 11th, it definitely it's downhill from there. And then all of a sudden, that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, buddy.
We need to have a party, a 90s party one night, man. Everybody got to drop their cell phone out at the door. We're going to just hook up the old SNES, N64, some old school Bigfoot pizzas.
Oh, man, the Bigfoot. Was that the big square one?
Yeah. Bigfoot was Pizza Hut, right?
Pizza Hut, yeah.
Yeah, Bigfoot was Pizza Hut. And then what did Little Caesars have? They had that huge-ass pizza, too.
Yeah, but I don't think it was called anything, was it? I thought that was just their pizza. And then they changed it to the $5 shit they got now. They don't even have it ain't nothing like it was.
Let me see.
Because they had those big, like you'd like have a party, they have those like double decker fucking pizza, the fucking breadsticks and shit.
They had the double decker pizza. Yeah, dude, that was fun times, man. Little Caesars had pizza by the foot. Do you remember that? They had that long ass box, and I was just looking online. There's a YouTube video I'm going to watch after the podcast tonight, and I'm going to send you a link. Do you remember the giant pizza wars from the 90s? Because they were, it definitely was. Bigfoot was Pizza Hut, right? And,
yeah.
Little Caesars also had the Big Cheese, which was a direct competitor to Pizza Hut's Bigfoot Pizza. So, man, those were the shit. And apparently Domino's had the Dominator. I don't remember that though. We didn't really have a Domino's in our area back then.
Domino's. We probably ordered on from Pizza Hut back in the day.
Pizza Hut was a staple, man. The only Little Caesars, there was two. One, the original one where we were at, was actually downtown by the video rental place. So that was a perfect prime spot for it. But Pizza Hut, man, we just got it delivered. And then Domino's, I don't know where the fuck they were at. And then the Little Caesars ended up moving to Kmart. I think they were always there. Maybe they just closed that one and left the one in Kmart open. But when they were in Kmart, man, that's when the pizza was, you knew it was going to be good as shit.
Hell yeah, boy.
What a do?
Oh.
I love we always go down the nostalgia road, man. I miss those days so much, man. That's what I'm telling you. In my head, when I have these dreams, I'll wake up and for 15 seconds, man, I'm like, questioning my age. Like, am I 17? Was I in high school? What am I doing today? And then I realized I have to, work a corporate job, 9 to 5, paying the man.
The good old days.
Yeah.
Wish I knew that I were their good old days.
It's always the saddest shit when somebody mentions that quote. The one day you'll play with your friends outside for the last time, and you'll never know when that is. Some shit like that, man. That kind of hits hard.
That happened to me when I discovered pussy gal.
It happens.
That's usually how it goes.
That's
That's
always that weird transition because everybody at that preteen time, when you get into a teenager, some of them are a little behind, man. Some of them still want to stay kids, man, and play the kid shit. And then some of them, Jarvis, wants to start creeping a little earlier than everybody else. I don't know what to do. And you're kind of, one's trying to be an adult, one's trying to latch on to the last grips of childhood. And you seem like planets apart. That's when you grow apart. And then, eventually the younger one catches up and shit.
Dun, 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 dun. Was you ever into Donkey Kong?
The actual game or Donkey Kong Country or all of the above?
I guess just any Donkey Kong game.
Yeah, I love Donkey Kong Country, man. Actually, had all 3 of them for SNES, man. Great game.
Diddy Kong is my favorite, y'all.
Oh, shh. Diddy Kong.
Diddy?
That's it, y'all.
That's who Diddy's named after, Diddy Kong.
That's weird.
That's weird. Well, there are new Nike sneakers that are inspired by Donkey Kong. Air Max 1 variants feature gold coins and a pixelated banana.
Oh, yeah.
This one's by Zach Zoe. Donkey Kong doesn't wear shoes. Oh, is this on YouTube? No. This is a defining trait of Nintendo's famous barrel tossing ape. But that hasn't stopped Nike from creating a new pair of sneakers that seem to be directly inspired by Donkey Kong and his popular platformers. Back on February 16th, Sneaker News reported that on recently released promotional photos that reveal a new version of the Nike Air Max 1 low poly that is seemingly a reference to Donkey Kong. The images show a brown, white, and red and yellow sneaker. These are colors of Donkey Kong, further cementing the connection. Is in fact the brown parts of the shoe are furry and similar in hue to what you might find on an ape or a monkey. However, the big giveaway is that these shoes are connected to Donkey Kong and his games as found on the inside. The insoles of the new sneakers feature pixelated mud and dirt, DK-style gold coins, and even a smooshed low-res banana. Oh, and a big gold coin can be spotted on the back of the shoes as well. Yes, these are Donkey Kong-themed shoes, and they look pretty snazzy. It makes sense that Nike's latest Air Max 1 low poly would be inspired by a retro video game character, as the shoe revealed with the help of a Twitch streamer and features a low-res version of the Nike swoosh logo. It seems Nike wants to combine 2 of the most expensive hobbies around, collecting sneakers and buying video games, into one ultra-expensive combo. There is no release date for these new Donkey Kong sneakers, though Sneaker News reports the upcoming Nike Air Max 1 variants might arrive in late spring or summer this year. If you could get a fucking pair of these, maybe not open them, maybe wear something. The only thing about shoes that's weird, if you don't wear them, man, some of them will fucking break down. It's like a fucking tire, If you leave a tire on a fucking car, don't drive it, it's gonna fucking dry rot.
Right.
It's kind of a weird dynamic.
Is there a particular container or a way to store it that you're supposed to do if you're a sneaker person?
Yeah, I don't know. Should be. Maybe we should invent something.
Yeah, that's actually.
If it's not already out there, I would think it would be something would be out there, but I don't know. I have no idea. That I don't know.
I don't care. You know which would be a cool shoe, man? If you had a Zelda Link to the Past shoe where they had the Pegasus shoe. If you had some kind of sneaker that was a homage to the Pegasus shoe from Link to the Past.
I'm surprised there's not already some kind of something out there like that.
There's probably somebody that has a custom one. I'm sure there's you know how people are, man. They like that kind of shit. You got into sneakers for a while. Are you still into you got a mean shoe game?
I got a all right collection. It's not crazy, but I don't want to get that out of hand. I just got some new ones not too long ago. I need to get some running shoes. I'm gonna try to run, but I don't even know what to get. I got so many. I could probably use a pair of fucking shoes I got here already, but uh, then like also like a pair to like frisbee golf in. Those Air Hirachis. They got some that look pretty cool from back in the day that I was looking at, but then I was like, I don't want to. I'm not gonna do that. Fuck, I'm not gonna buy any more shoes right now. Just gonna try to chill.
Hirachi. Yeah, man. If you do get some running shoes, I'd say go get fitted for them. Like Track Shack, something like that. See what they got. Um, they're pretty cool in there. They don't like push you and stuff. They'll help you get some idea on your feet and sizing and things. I'll tell you, man. When I was actually running a lot more, I told you. I think last week, the week before, blah, blah, one time on the podcast. But yeah, I mean, he gave me some ideas for my arches and shit. They kind of measure it, and I actually went a half size up. He's like, "Oh, you need a half size up from what you wear because if you're running, your feet swell." And like measured the width and yeah, gave me a really good shoe. It was actually pretty damn cool too. I wore them for years. That was a Nike shoe. I've been wearing Brooks, which are pretty good too. So yeah, get you some, man. Get that run going on.
Brooks Brothers Brooks. Dun, 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 dun.
Y'all listen.
All right.
Yo,
What? Fuck all y'all. I'm dumb.
what's wrong with you tonight, man? You been taking drugs?
Yeah, I mean, shut up.
You been popping pills?
I mean, yeah, fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah, right. I bet you been smoking that glass dick.
Listen, I'll beat your fucking ass. You say that again, motherfucker. You don't even know about me, shit. Talking that dumb shit. You liable to get fucked, dude.
Calm down. Just playing.
I don't do that shit, yeah.
What stupid game shoe?
Methinks thou doth protest too much.
What?
No, never mind. Anyway, got our in about on the show, y'all, man. And man, it's feeling good outside. I'm like, what, fucking 50, 60 degrees.
Yeah,
This
we should
week's going to
stay.
be pretty nice this week. So I'm kind of psyched for that. That'll be good.
It's gonna be a good week
I
coming
think
up.
so.
Good year coming up, man. We're gonna have a great year. I know that.
I think so, man. I'm gonna be looking for another gig, man. Shit getting boring. It's
What's
not
happening?
even so much that it's changing. That's a part of it, but man, I'm bored. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking boring now. I kind of just maxed it out, man. I'm not sure what to do. So it's easy money, man. But at the same time, man, I'm just kind of like, you know, you ever felt like that at a job? It's like, man, I think I've gotten all I can get out of it. I'm not sure.
For the past 12 years, my homie.
Not sure where to go from here, man. Like,
It's frustrating, man. I mean, I've just done I'm just trying to get myself in a position fiscally where I can work a job that I like, even though I'm probably going to take a pretty big pay cut. And, you know, I'd love to be able to train or something all day. And I think in a couple of years, I'll be there. So I've got to look at the bright side, man. That's the tough part. You know, I've got the flexibility. I don't love the industry I'm in, but I love the flexibility I've got, and you know, it's pretty a pretty safe industry, and it's a pretty it's a good industry for decent money. I mean, you know, you won't be a millionaire if you started early enough, you've saved enough. But I think that's any job. But insurance is good, and that. But yeah, the industry itself, man, I feel like some days, like, dude, why are you giving your life away to this shit? So that's my goal, man. Try to work long enough to make sure my kids are taken care of for at least a couple of years, and then try to go to something that I enjoy looking forward to every day. That's the worst thing, man, is not looking forward to what you do every day. So I don't even know if I've ever had a job where I look forward to going. Have you?
yeah, actually, this one was really, really awesome when I first started. But
well, that sucks then.
It wasn't just this one. It was the one before that too that I did. I enjoy being out in the field and doing that, but at a certain point, um, I don't know. You kind of feel like you maxed out the job, and then that buyout doesn't really help either. They're doing stupid shit, so it's just kind of like, oh, I don't know, I don't know, man. I'd like to get into something else besides what I'm doing now, because like it's just maybe a different type of product or something. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's something out there for you. I don't know. There's a lot of things I want to do and try to do big picture things, but I'm trying to small steps. This year and last year, I've tried to focus on knocking out anything that I need to pay off. Got no more daycare after this year, which is huge. And I'd like to. I don't know. I'd love to have a beach house one day. Not even a beach house, but where we went down there, somewhere down in that area, little property, something. Even if we use it as an Airbnb or an escape, love to manage some property or something like that. I don't know, man. Let's all work together somewhere. Let's go work at Walmart together.
Hey, we get fired.
We still saying that shit in our 40s.
Oh yeah.
I know we would though. Who did you work with back in the day? You worked with LD, right? Or no?
No, Jarvis.
You worked with Jarvis. Oh, that's right. You worked with Jarvis. You didn't work with anybody else though, like homies or anything?
Uh-uh.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't either. I never worked with LD. Jarvis and me had when I was doing the promotions, he came to that promotional gig with me one time. It needed 2 people, and he came with me, and all we did was clown all day and got paid $100. So not really working, but that was fun. Yeah, man, that was fun days though, man. I did work with Duck back in the day, and Papa Bear, and Mac the Soldier, and we worked together, dude. That was good times. Always fun. Looking forward to seeing your buddies at work and stuff every day, 5 days a week. Dude, God. Let's start a business where we do construction.
Yeah, the work crew is fun too. Man, I don't know, man. Start you a personal workout truck. You just drive around with a fucking gym in the truck and then like a juice bar on the other side of it.
Should be tight, man. I've actually thought of something like that where I carry some of my equipment around or do like parks and pop-ups and things like that. So it's possible. I'm trying to do one thing at a time, man. My problem is, and I said this before, I tend to spread myself too thin, focus on too many things at a time. And I've really tried to slow that back to try to accomplish at least think something in one area before I move on to another. I think it's getting there though. I do. I think after this year, I'll be in a better position to look elsewhere. I'm not even really concerned about like money and retirement, things like that. Don't get me wrong, I am, and I try to invest in that. And I think for everybody out there, if you're young, you need to save your money. But I mean, I don't have to be a millionaire. I figure I'm going to work most of my life anyways, even when I'm old. Even if I work part-time greeting people at a gym, I would probably want to. I just don't see me sitting at home not doing shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work till I'm dead, y'all.
I probably will too, man. I don't know. I can't be at home just chilling.
I can't, man. I mean, my granddad was the same way. I think he had enough to not, but he just had to do shit, man. And I'm the same way. I mentioned that before, that year that after I did my big thing years ago, I took like a year off and kind of worked on a couple of things and things like that. Man, the worst part about it is nobody else can do that shit. It's not like everybody else. Life stops because you can take a break for a year or retire and shit. So if you retire early now, it would be cool. But dude, if you think like Tuesday afternoon, you and the homies are gonna get beers at lunch. Dude, if the other homies are working, you still just chilling. You might as well go do something productive.
Yeah, that's true.
What's that?
My fucking phone's acting a fool.
Ooh.
I don't know.
You been out anywhere to eat recently?
No. No. Actually, I got some Gus's fried chicken from DoorDash.
Oh, you did? How was that?
It was good, but the only thing is it's a little bit too spicy. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't need all that. It's right there on the cusp of like, I actually like Bojangles better, man, to be honest with you. Just because Bojangles has got not a lot of spice, but it's got a little bit of something. But this is just a little bit hot. It's like a little bit too hot. Like if you eat the skin off of it, man, I'm gonna be getting a bellyache. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I can't eat jalapenos the next day. I'm fucked up on the toilet. But it's just not fun. It's kind of the same thing with this if you eat the skin because it's a little bit too hot, man. I don't like a real hot, fried chicken. Some people like that shit real spicy. I like a little kick, but not too much. And this is a little bit too hot, but it was good though. But I probably won't ever order it again.
Okay, that's fair. Bojangles is good, man. Have you ever had their Cajun filet biscuit in the morning?
I think I did. It was fucking pretty good.
Yeah, God, that's my favorite, man. Oh God, that thing is badass. That's what we need to get next time. If we go down somewhere, get up, go in the morning, come over to Bojangles, or I'll grab it because there's one literally 2 miles from the house. I'll stop by there and grab that for us. Shit's good.
God, I remember back in the day, man. I would get like a buttery biscuit from Hardee's for breakfast, man. Just a butter biscuit and then like orange juice and hash browns.
Oh,
that shit was good.
Good as hell, man. Those Hardee's biscuit, Carl's Jr. for you guys out west. Man, you had to have a drink though. They were so damn dry and they were good, but with the butter on them, I imagine that shit was banging as hell.
Yeah. Fantabulous, baby. All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a short break, you guys. We're going to have random trivia and a vintage game review on the other side, plus more shit talking for everybody else. Go ahead and get your refreshments, maybe take a pee or poo, and meet us back here in a couple of minutes. Yeah. Back up in this bitch.
What to do?
Hope you enjoy the smooth sounds of Richie Everett. That one's called Breezing. I like some good jazz music, man. It's just some of that shit's some of it's really bad, and then you find the gems, the good shit, the smooth shit. Like, sit back, smoke a fat ass joint, just chill.
Yeah, get down with some jazz, man.
Yeah, man, I like it. I like it, y'all.
It's chill.
I'd love to just chill back and listen to some Miles Davis sometime, yeah.
What you know about Miles Davis?
I don't know shit.
I guess. Hmm.
Well, all right.
Oh. Da 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 da. What was on the dinner menu for tonight, Wig?
You know, I added it. This was a simple menu tonight. I had my steak and my rice, but I had some blueberries and I was still hungry, so I had a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh. You know what's about that cereal is not good unless you're fucking stoned out of your gourd.
I like
To me.
cereal. Man, we never eat it. And this weekend, me and my wife were talking. We were just in a cereal mood. So we got 2 boxes Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I think, what the hell else did she get? Maybe Raisin Bran or something.
Raisin Bran. Damn.
I like some Raisin Bran, man.
I need to get my fiber in, though, man. I think I have a lack of fiber going on.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get some of that stuff that the old people mix up in a
Metamucil.
glass, or, the other kind that something, man. I'm going to have to get some fiber in my diet. I remember that fiber ass cereal back in the day, man. It was like those little sticks. It looked like some sticks. I forgot the name of that shit, man.
God, I know what you're talking about, man.
Man, you eat one bowl of that, man, you be shitting. Whew. Shitting like a pig.
I think the worst cereal I ever had was my granddad had grape nuts. Do you remember grape nut cereal?
Oh, yeah, we talked about grape nuts, man. That's the worst.
God, shit was terrible, man. There's very few cereal that I've ever had that just was absolute trash. And grape nuts was absolute pile of shit.
Definitely one of the not good cereals of the day, that's for sure. I liked Apple Jacks, man. Apple Jacks with some half in it. Oh, man, that's a treat.
Can do that.
Yeah, I try to stay away from cereal, man. It's so bad. It's such a bad fucking thing to eat.
It's not good. This was we both were in the mood lately and thought it might be, might be something just to kind of add something different to the menu a bit. But yeah, it wouldn't be something I would keep around, but it was a good little snack at the end. And I still had an ice cream sandwich too, man. So trying to weight gain.
So what'd you have tonight? Blueberries and what?
I had steak that I had cut up into bites with rice. And then I had blueberries, a bowl of those. I had a bowl of cereal, and then a ice cream sandwich too.
Oh, damn, fat bastard.
I know. I think I hit, what was the scale after? 231.4 something? Something like that. But this morning I weighed in at 223, so that's an 8-pound swing.
Water
weight and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, baby, yeah. I've been trying to cut bad carbs out, man. I did a Flying Dutchman with the slices of onions on the top and bottom of a double patty. Yeah, boy. I also ordered some MSG, so that came in. I put it on the burger a little bit, trying to do something different. Pretty good. I like a big slice of onion. It's just messy as fuck. It's like fucking falls apart once you grill the onion, but it's good.
Man, I need to. Have you ever heard of Monster Mash? I think we talked about it before. If you're trying to gain some weight or muscle, it's basically 2 pounds of meat, 2 cups of rice. You can put chopped up sweet potatoes in there, and then bone broth. And you basically make a big casserole, and then you can serve it, and you get a pretty good amount of carbs and calories, depending on what you're looking for. Right now, this is the only time, and probably the last couple of years, I've tried to gain weight, but I want to cut down and get back to my running. Maybe me and you and Mustard can go running.
Yeah, I was gonna holler at you about that. But
yeah,
I need to. I don't really need to gain weight. I wish I could shift it from my gut to like other places. That'd be cool.
you if you start running, you really will. As long as you're eating your calorie, you need to kind of calculate your calories. There's a couple online, like a TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. You want to see, you'll put in your lifestyle. Are you scale of 1 to 5? How sedentary are you? Uh, your weight, your activity level, things like that. Most of the time, man. I mean, I'm pretty much the same weight year round, but I'm usually around 215, but if I stop working out or take a few weeks off, which is pretty rare unless it's around the holidays, I may give myself like a 2-week break, not lifting, not really focusing, just to kind of let my body chill into the new year. Um, I can always stay around the same if you just move, but you can do that when you start running. The first couple of months, you'll probably notice you'll lose it in your belly, but your legs will start getting stronger and more dense. So yeah, I think it'll happen, man. I have a really good running program too, by the way. Had a running coach write it up for me. If you ever want a copy of that, I could adjust it if you've never really ran before in your life. But his was fantastic. It was like a 12-week program, a couple days a week. Or you could find him on Fiverr and get him to type you one up. I think it's like $25. His was the best, man. His was he actually asked me questions like how much I run, how much I like to run, what equipment do I have, like a treadmill, or do you want to run outside and shit, whatever. And he generated it for me, dude. His was cool because I literally started with barely running a mile, and then at the end of his program, I was doing 6-7 miles, no problem.
Damn. Okay.
It's actually fun though, man. When you get into it, and especially after a couple of weeks, I know Big Mustard's talked about it before at the table as we were all asking about it, and maybe it was you. I think it was LD. You asked about getting the runner's high. You really do. It's a pretty cool feeling, man. Your body's wanting more of it. You really think you're hitting a stopping point, and you want to keep running. So, yeah, get in on it, my homie. My homie.
Get in on this. We got random trivia.
Random trivia.
All right, so we got 6 questions. Jay Wiggy.
Hello.
And Criggy, if he wants to, he never usually answers anything because he's stupid. You're free to answer, though, Wiz.
Fuck yeah.
What does it say about me? Because I answer hardly shit.
All right, we got 6 questions. Art, science, entertainment, history, general, and geography. First question. In Proverbs, when Solomon refers to the lazy, he tells the sluggard to look to what insect for an example? Man, just take a guess at an insect is what I'd say if you don't know.
Yeah. Well, his slugar is a slug an insect, a snail?
I don't know. I wouldn't guess that. Let's just guess something else.
Okay. So in Proverbs, somebody
when Solomon refers to the lazy, he tells the sluggard to look to what insect for an example.
What about an ant?
Bam! That's it.
There we go.
Oh!
I love the name Slugar.
What number is represented by D in Roman numerals?
What number is represented by D in Roman numerals? God, I used to actually know this pretty good. Is it 50?
That is 500.
I knew it was one of the. I used to actually be really good at Roman numerals. I couldn't remember my 5 zeros.
What year was the film The Day of the Jackal released?
God damn. What year was the film The Day of the Jackal? 1954.
Give you
shit. No, I'll give you the hit first.
Well, I was just going to say it's an older movie, so I mean.
Okay, I'll say 1954.
All right. 1973.
Okay, well, at least I'm in the less than 20-year ballpark.
Yeah. All right. What future Secretary of State became U.S. first 5-star general in 1944?
U.S. Secretary of State, first 5-star general in 1944. Ooh, God, that's tough because I feel like it would have been. God, I feel like it would have been. No, Eisenhower was just a general. So, ugh. That's the only one I know besides Patton, but he died. Fuck, I don't know. Eisenhower.
George Marshall.
Oh, shit. These are tough. I suck at these.
All right. Wow. What do people hang over their doors on New Year's Eve in Greece?
Olives?
Oh, almost. It was an O. Onions.
What the fuck is wrong with people? Come on.
All right. Last question. What is the largest saltwater lake in the U.S.?
The Great Salt Lake.
Oh, all right. 2 out of 6. Jay Wiggy.
Terrible.
Dong, 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 dong.
Those are good questions, though. They make me learn. They make me want to learn more. I like how challenging they are.
That is fun. Random trivia.
Ba-da-doo.
Man, you know what movie I think I'm going to watch tonight?
What movie?
Boiler Room. You ever seen that?
I've heard of it. What is it about? Have you seen it before, or is this a first watch?
I don't think I've seen it before. If I have, it was one of those I didn't sit through all the way. But it's an old movie with Vin Diesel, one of his first movies he was in. And it's got some other people in it too. They're pretty famous. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, it's kind of like a Wolf of Wall Street kind of movie
Okay.
kind of thing. I think. I don't know. I'm gonna maybe check it out again tonight. Well, I can't remember if I've seen it before. Thought I had. I don't know. We'll
Sounds pretty
see.
tight.
We'll see. For now, I got a vintage game review coming up. Oh yay! This one is one that I actually don't think I ever played it back in the day. But since I got my Samtronic, I was fucking around on it the other day, saw this game. It's called Pigskin 621 AD. It's a Midway title, and it's you remember that game, Arch Rivals?
I remember of it. Yeah, I don't remember it specifically though.
It's basically a basketball game, 2-on-2, from back in the day. And this is it's basically looks like this, except it's like a rugby football. The gameplay is more like a rugby football game. It was released in 1990 by Midway, the Bally Midway label, which I remember seeing those boxes. They had the Bally logo and Midway right under it. One player can battle the computer, or two players can battle head-to-head. Two teams complete to score as many touchdowns as possible in the tradition of American football. But as I stated earlier, actual gameplay is more similar to rugby football. A version for Sega Genesis, retitled Pigskin Footbrawl and endorsed by Coach Jerry Glanville. Oh, shit, old Jerry. Was released by Razorsoft on December 18th, 1992. The player directly controls one member of a 5-man team with the object of carrying a football over the opposing team's goal line. The playing area is littered with hazards such as pits, bushes, and logs. A ball carrier who trips over any of these or is punched by an opponent fumbles the ball. The field is also laden with weapons, axes, maces, nooses, what is that? I don't know how I pronounce this word. Scythes?
Skies?
Scythes, spears, swords, and torches. A player can pick up one of these by running over it. It will appear at the top of the screen next to the player's score as a concealed weapon. Several weapons may be carried at once, and one may be carried after a touchdown. The ball carrier can be grappled, essentially a mass tackle into which multiple characters can jump. Having a concealed weapon as well as having more characters jump into the grapple greatly increases a team's chance of gaining or retaining possession, although weapons cannot be used if both team captains are in the grapple. A character who is injured by a concealed weapon is out of play until a touchdown is scored. If one team gets too far behind in score in the second half of the game, a computer-controlled troll is added to the losing side to help even the odds and behaves more aggressively than other players or regular players. Additionally, the troll cannot be killed by weapons. Up to 2 trolls can be in play at a time during a standard game, 1 per side or 2 on one side. During a one-player pro pigskin game, if the computer-controlled team continues to lose heavily even after a troll has been added or falls behind very quickly early on, an option for a troll bowl will appear if the selected player will face an entire team of trolls with only human players on their own side. Gameplay tips are given between periods and statistics are given at the end of the game. They cover goals scored, injuries inflicted, and pigskin possession time. Before the game, we can read about the team's background. Both teams are renegade bands. The blue band is led by Thor Achenbach, and the red one is Captain Attila de Soil. A touchdown is worth 6 points with a 1-point bonus for keeping possession of the ball for longer than a minimum time, 10 seconds. It is possible to gain very high scores by eliminating most of the opposing team and maintaining possession of the ball for as long as possible. Since a period can only end on a change of possession, a player can keep gaining single possession points well after the period clock is run out. Pigskin has 2 pass buttons, short and long, punch button, and a ball button for selecting team strategy, block, scatter, bad attitude. When a player's team is in possession of the ball, get ball, man-to-man, bad attitude. When the opponent has it. By pressing buttons for a punch and pass simultaneously, the player jumps at enemy. So this game, like I said, designers Jeff Nauman and Brian Collin had previously worked on Arch Rivals and Rampage, which are referenced in the game's tagline, Ancient Arch Rivals on a Rampage. Pigskin is the last of only 7 games made for Midway's MCR 68K system before completely switching over to the newer TMS 34010 based systems. All right, so this game is, you can definitely tell that the makers of Arch Rival did it. It's actually a pretty fun game. Arch Rivals, man, that's one that I played for fucking hours too. That was a fun game. This game's pretty fun too. It's kind of like mindless action. I would put it in at out of 3. I think it's worth getting and playing. You know, it's pretty fun, pretty fast paced, kind of like Arch Rivals was. So, yeah, I think it's pretty fun. I liked Arch Rivals. That was a fun game.
Yeah, I remember it, man. I think that was pretty cool. The what year did you say this one came out?
I think 1990. Let me bring that back up. Dun, 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 dun.
Around
1990. Yep.
Yeah, there was a sudden explosion in sporting games that got really they improved a lot in the early 90s heading into the mid 90s. You remember that? I feel like a lot of the early NES games and even early Super Nintendo games were a little one-dimensional for sports, and then all of a sudden it seems like they just came out and really good, it got really good. Baseball in particular, Ken Griffey Jr.'s baseball was one of my favorite. When it came out, I was like, man, you'll never top this for a baseball game. Obviously, they did multiple times. There's a couple others too, man. I can't keep up with all the sports games that I played, but I remember some of them were just absolute dog shit, and some were really, really good.
What system did that come out on?
I think Ken Griffey was on SNES.
Okay.
Yeah, it came out in 90. Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball in 94.
94.
I guess, too, a lot of it was because before that, I think really the only baseball game I had played as much of was probably Bases Loaded. I think Bases Loaded 2. So on the NES. So then when you went to something like Ken Griffey, and you saw like the more animated look, and you saw Ken Griffey on the screen, you're like, holy shit, this looks like the real thing. Even though it's a cartoon and shit.
Hell yeah. I remember Double Dribble was a good game too.
Double Dribble's a really good game. I liked it.
Double Dribs.
Yeah, big fan of Double Dribs.
Double Dribble.
There's a couple, man. I'm trying to go back and think. 10-Yard Fight was an absolute atrocity in any sports game. I know it came out in '83, so it's kind of hard to say it was a. It's kind of hard not to shit on. I mean, if it came out in '83, man, I mean, what are you going to really do? You're not going to have a full football game, but God, still, it was just a terrible game. What about those handheld games? You remember the Tiger electronic games?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Those sucked.
Yeah, they were terrible. I heard there really was no winning and losing on that. It just kind of just beeped and shit.
Yeah, that shit was bogus.
Shit.
It beeping like flash does like calculator graphics or something.
They were terrible, man. They were such bullshit.
I'm on that word booty guy.
True that.
Yeah, they were whack as hell.
Man, I can't wait till some football again. Man, end of March, man. Not too much longer.
I'm excited, man. I want this to get want us to have some maybe UFL hangouts, go to some of the games, get the boys together. I thought we did a pretty good job last year hanging out, getting together and stuff. I want to keep that momentum going, man. I think as we get older, it's more important to got to have a good team around you and shit like that to hang out with. Look forward to stuff, man. When you get older, there's less shit to look forward to.
That's true, man. Thankful to have friends, dude. Not everybody's got friends, man. So you're right about that, man. Keep hanging out and doing that kind of thing keeps you young,
Yeah, it's sad that you say that because I see in these dad groups all the time, like on social media and things like that, and you'll see guys say, I'll see it in like the groups that like the man cave groups. Guys are building their man caves and shit and stuff, and the guys like, "Oh, I'm inviting my friends over," and then there'll be a couple of guys like, "Oh, you have friends? I don't have any friends anymore, dude." And I kind of want to laugh, and I kind of want to be like, "Oh shit, man! If you're serious, that's sad as fuck."
That happens,
Yeah.
And just gotta make that time.
Yeah, man, you got to get out and have something to look forward to, man. Kids want to hang out with their friends. They don't want to hang out, especially as they get older. They don't want to hang out with their parents and shit. And you've got a better half like I do. You got to spend time with them too, and that's important to have a good relationship. But dude, it's also important to spend time with your buddies, crack a beer, eat some steak, go to Texas de Brazil, and eat some shawarma.
Hey, man, gotta have your hooker and cocaine time too.
Sometimes, man.
Remember, don't forget them. Don't forget the hookers and the coke, man. That's important in life. Oh.
That's what it's all about.
God, I remember one of my weed guys, man, back in the day. He was probably in his 50s, dude. And all of a sudden, man, he started doing coke every weekend. I was like, man, you don't need to do that, man. You're one thing, it's not good for anybody to do that. Another thing, you're fucking 50 something. It's like,
yeah,
what the
at that age, whew.
He died of a massive coronary like a month later.
Well, after you warned him.
Well, he was going to do what he wanted to do, man. It's kind of sad, but don't do cocaine, folks.
Mm.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, don't do that shit.
It's bad for you. All right, basketball. We don't really talk basketball here, but we got a game going on. Kansas 37, Colorado 32 at halftime right now. Maybe I should start betting on basketball. Maybe that'll make it interesting.
Make it pretty exciting.
Juice behind the game. I lost everything. Oh, God.
It's gone.
Oh, God, I'm ruined.
Oh, man.
I forgot. There's a story in here about this basketball. Fresno, was it Fresno? Fresno State. Anyway, couple of the it's Fresno or Fresno State, might be Fresno, got a couple of players in trouble for betting against their own team, and it's like 2 or 3 of the highest scorers on that basketball team. It is Fresno State. Yeah, placing bets on games they played in. Oh man, so they will probably be getting kicked, dude. If I was a coach, I'd just say I'd let them all go. Start over. You're a shitty basketball team anyway. Fresno State, they won like 5 games or something. They're not any good.
Mm.
So yeah, buddy.
The Bulldogs.
What I'm wondering, what I'm thinking is, this shit's got to be going on all like everywhere. Did these dumbasses not get somebody else to place these bets for them, or what's their fucking deal? Is that like that fucking stupid Keyshawn? Was it Keyshawn Booty who had a problem with that did that shit? Fucking bet his put his own name and address.
Right, yeah.
What the fuck are you doing, man? Come on,
What are you doing?
idiot.
I don't understand why. Like Shohei Ohtani was like betting still, man. Dude, you're worth $200-300 million. Like what
It's an
thrill
addiction,
is
man. It's the thrill of. I don't know how they would get that thrill though if you already got that much money. I mean, what's so thrilling about it?
Michael Jordan has that, man. But he even they said in the back, like betting with the security guard, like $20 on like dice flips and things like that. Like he still wanted to ride that. I mean, I guess it's just the competition, though, man. I could understand it at the level that Michael Jordan was at, man, because that's probably the number one named athlete ever of all time. Everybody knows Jordan. Everybody knows Michael Jordan. Jumpman. But maybe he's just that competitive where he just genuinely loves it, and there's something on the line. Even in the smallest moments, he finds it. But dude, I mean, and this is really still a reach for me, but for most guys, I mean, betting, what are you betting for, man? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just that competitive spirit just to win.
They get that feeling, man.
I just don't see how you'd get it betting with the old gray-haired security guard in the back. There's a video of it. And the security guard won.
Damn. Oh, was that The Last Dance?
I don't know. Maybe it was.
Have you seen that? That's a good miniseries, though.
Maybe it is from The Last Dance. I saw the clip online, so maybe it is. But
you haven't watched that, man. You need to go watch that. That's a good. It's like fucking 6-7 parts. That's good though.
I may watch it while you're watching Boiler Room.
Boiler Room.
I just don't get it, man. I don't care for gambling that much. Occasionally I will. I do like some Kentucky Derby, though, my friend, or some horses. I think that's kind of fun, but I don't know, man. I just don't get into it.
How?
Gotta get in where you fit in, dumbass.
Get it how you live it.
Oh, get it how you live. What the hell? Oh man, what a fucking weekend. A new week is upon us here. You got a week of work, my friend, and then the kiddos coming in. You're going to have a productive week, it looks like.
It's going to be a productive week, man. It should be a good week. Hopefully the weather's nice. Maybe I'll get outside, take a walk, chill a little bit. Yeah, maybe if you're around Sunday, maybe Sunday afternoon, though, we can maybe try to see what the weather's like. Maybe some Frisbee golf or something.
Yeah, buddy.
Come out here. Let's do some sprints.
I actually do probably need to get to running around, man. Run.
Yeah. If you get into it, and get into it, you'll like it. But yeah, if you want to peep any questions, I have some resources. I got a binder. I keep on workouts, running, all that kind of stuff that I've done or written or somebody's written for me. I always keep a good reference resource binder, so I always have it. But you'll like it, though. You really will. It definitely changes the way you feel. What do you got?
Chris on that meth or something. I mean, Wiss is on that meth.
Who's Chris? Yeah, that don't make no sense. My name is Wiss.
I always get it backwards too. Wiss. So unique name.
I know. I get it backwards, man. I don't know why I do that. It's so weird. I must be high on marijuana. Just kidding.
Oh,
Just kidding. Oh, man. Oh, man, it's been a good Monday night. Oh, man, getting ready for the new week that is upon us, folks. Hope all you guys have a good week coming up. Gonna probably change the show around in the future. Do some stories. I keep saying the Meat Man stuff. I'm still working on. I was gonna try to put some production value on it. Maybe switch some shit around. That will be starting next week. The Meat Man Chronicles. Maybe do a 2 or 3 story kind of deal. We'll see. But yeah, we'll have some upcoming stuff. Jay Wiggy, final word, final thoughts. We get out of here.
Yeah, I got some final words. You know what? Next week, let's get Big Mustard to call in.
Big Mustard.
He'd love it, man. He'd have fun. You know what, though? We was talking about homies and hanging out. I like this simple quote, but meaningful. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And that is from Anonymous. So I don't know who said it, but I think that's good, man. Keep a good vibe and you'll attract a good tribe.
That sounds like something out of Cosmo magazine, guy.
Maybe it was. Good advice, though. Wiz?
I'm out. Holler at a player.
All right. Hope all you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Check out the old episodes. Hit the follow, subscribe button. Every Monday night, 9:30 in the Jerry. You know. Have a great weekend, folks. We'll see you back here next week. We love you.